How's it going? Quick check-in with updates for the day and another monster session with a group of HPE graduates today. The playing to your strengths session, all about character strengths and character building and personal branding. So it was a really nice session, actually. I was really kind of pleased with the flow of it. We had a guest speaker in as well. And actually, that section lasted for about 45 minutes of the 3 hours. So the time went really quickly. We had a couple of breaks in there as well. It was a little fluid because some elements took a little bit longer than other elements that I'd planned for, but first time I've delivered the session, on the whole, I was pleased with it. Didn't get quite as much engagement in the actual sessions as I thought. Similar problem with everyone with their cameras off. And I realized it's so easy if you have your camera off just to kind of hide. If you've got your cameras on and you see the presenters asking you a question or asking the group a question, what do you think about this? What's your experience of that? Then you kind of feel like, oh, go on, I'll just say something. Whereas when your camera's off, much harder or much easier, should I say, to not. So anyway, I talked about that yesterday, but had a similar experience today. I was expecting it to be a little bit more kind of lively and engaged, more cameras on, because these are the UK lot rather than the MESA, Middle East and South Africa group. But yeah, it was what it was. I wasn't going to sort of dwell on it and insist upon it. You must put your cameras on. So it was fine. And we'll see what sort of feedback we get from that as well. But Manny, the guy who is the lead for the early careers team for HPE, is loving the sessions. And actually, we're having a meeting next week or the week after to look at developing the content and booking more sessions in for the next cohort. I think the Middle East, South Africa, they start in, I think, July time, and the UK cohort start in September. And this is the great thing. Mike, who runs Gen Healthy Minds, is really doing a great job of keeping these relationships going, obviously providing great content and listening to the needs of the early careers leads and actually making suggestions with the types of content that we can produce. And so we're finding that we're getting booked to come in and deliver the same program or the evolved version of the program for the next year, because obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but companies will have, if they have apprentices and graduate programs, they'll take a new cohort in every 12 months, usually around September time. So we've got the same thing with MBDA, same thing with Nestle, and we're evolving our content and working with each of these partners to develop that. So it's a really great opportunity for me. It's keeping me super busy, and I'm just really enjoying working with those groups. Also had some really good feedback from the Better Back Boost session I delivered for Camwell a couple of weeks, probably about 3 weeks ago now, and they've asked to put together a follow-on session, which I'm sort of putting together at the moment. It's been booked in for the end of June. June's now looking pretty busy. I know there's a few more sessions to come in for Nestle as well. So I think I've got about 10 sessions this month. There's probably about 8 to 10 sessions already booked in for next month as well. Still got a few things to get in for July. August, there's nothing at all in for at the moment, but then September, October, November, I've already got sessions booked in, as I said, for some of these early careers programs. So I'm getting a lot more sessions booked, peppered in through the year as we go forwards, and then these occasionals will come in as well, and it's the occasionals that I need to be increasing. So I've got my base with Gen Healthy Minds, with Camwell, but I want to be adding in more of these, the Shopifys, the Salesforces, the Nestle Directs. They're the ones that I want to be adding more of. So that's still very much my focus, but absolutely loving the volume of work that I'm doing at the moment. This week's been pretty crazy. I've got one more session to do, which is tomorrow afternoon. But that's a session I've done multiple times. I'll just need to have a bit of a recap on that this evening and tomorrow morning. I'm all good to go with that one. There's my update for today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.